Dear children, as you all, as a student, you have to follow some rules and regulations in the school for the smooth functioning of the school. In the same way, for the smooth functioning of a country, we need to follow some rules and regulation. And these rules and regulations are well mentioned in our constitutions. So today our topic is our constitution. So first of all, we all should know about what is constitution. Constitution is set of rules and laws according to which a country is governed. This constitution is the supreme law of the country, and everybody, whether a government or a person, everybody has to follow the rules and regulations given in the constitution. The writing of our constitution, how this constitution came into being and how we adopted our constitution. Before we got independence, it is about, I am talking about 1946, the people elected a body called Constituent Assembly. This Constituent Assembly was given the task of to decide and discuss upon the constitution. And this Constituent Assembly made a committee to prepare the constitution, and this committee was headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who is known as the chief architect of the Indian constitution. And this committee studied the constitutions of all the countries and made a constitution or prepared a constitution which was suited for our country. And this constitution was made in 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. Near about 3 years it took to frame the constitution of our country. We adopted our constitution on 26 January 1950, and we celebrate this day as Republic Day also. A few things about our constitution. Dear children, you know our constitution, India's constitution is the longest constitution, written constitution. All the countries do not have written constitution. Like UK is example of this. UK doesn't have written constitution. A constitution explains the nature and functions of the government. So it keeps a check on the powers of the government also. Government cannot ignore the rules and regulation mentioned in the constitution. Our constitution is the protector of fundamental rights of the people. If nobody can deny any person from his fundamental rights. Democratic Republic. We will discuss the important things which are mentioned in constitution. Though constitution is a very lengthy document, we cannot mention all its features here in this chapter. We are going to study about some important features mentioned in the constitution. Democratic Republic. You should know the meaning of these two words. Republic means a country where the head of the country is a president, not a king or queen. And democratic means where people elect their representatives, and those representatives form the government. We also elect our representatives, which are known as MPs, and the party which has majority of MPs form the government. Next is Indian Union. India is a state of India is a union of states, as you know. So constitution defines the powers of states and union. Every state, it is mentioned in the constitution that states will have their own government and Indian Union will have its own government. It specifies the subjects or powers of both the governments, union government as well as the state government. Some matters related to state are looked after by state government, like state transport, farming, law and order, electric supply, etc. And the matters which are related with the whole country are looked after by the union government, that is defense, relations with other countries, so and so on. Next feature mentioned is secular country. Secular means our country doesn't have any religion of its own. Everybody is free to follow his or her own religion. Every person has freedom to follow any religion. Liberty and equality. Liberty means freedom. So we all are given some freedom. We can live our life the way we like and we can express our own views. Equality means we all are equal before the law or the government. Directive principles. The principle is the main idea behind something. So these principles are mentioned for the government. The constitution says that government should follow these directive principles before making laws or while running the government. Fundamental rights. Everybody, all the citizens of India has been given some rights by our constitution which are known as fundamental rights. Nobody can deny these rights or take away these rights from us. But if we break any laws, then these laws can be taken away from any citizen. Right to equality means everybody is equal before the law or the government. We are no one can stop anybody from buying any property, studying in an institution or getting any job. So we all are given the right to equality. Right to freedom. Right to freedom means we are free to lead our life the way we like. We can live in any, we are given some right to freedoms, like we can live in any part of the country, we can travel anywhere, we can speak in public, we can form associations. But this freedom is not unlimited. We have to take care of others' duties and others' rights also. Then right to freedom of religion. Everybody is free to follow his or her own religion. He can follow the teaching of his religion. If any religion is in minority, then or the group of people who speak a particular language or belong to a religion which is in minority, they are given the right to form their or start their own educational institution to protect their culture and religion. Right against exploitation. Exploitation means when somebody is treated unfairly, so it is called exploitation. So no one can exploit any other person. No, a person cannot be made to work without any payment, and a child cannot, under the age of 14, cannot be forced to work in deep mines. So this is called right against exploitation. Right to education means every child has the right to get education. In India, the children between the age of 6 to 14 years are entitled to get free and compulsory education. This right has been added by the Parliament in 2002. Since 1950, when the Constitution was adopted till now, many amendments has been done by the Parliament in the Constitution. Then is right to constitutional remedy. A remedy is a solution. When everybody feels that his or her rights have been ignored by any other person, he has the right to go to the court. So court provides the remedy or solution. Fundamental duties. As we have got some rights, we have to perform some duties also. Some of the fundamental duties are to respect the Constitution, the national flag and the national anthem, to believe in and work for the unity of our country, to defend the freedom of our country, to protect the natural environment, to protect the public property. So that's all about our today's topic. I hope you have got this topic. You are clear about what is Constitution, how it was framed, and what are the main features of the Constitution. Thank you.